So let's start first proposal. Then this time I would like to ask Sumon, who is a co-chair of Policy SIG, to take a lead this discussion. And please, Tomohiro, please come to here and present your proposal.
Yeah, thank you, Tomohiro. Just a minute, actually. The previous two presentations already set the scene for this discussion, actually, that for last /103 already used, and we have seen that how it's been distributed and the transfer from train from that we have seen. So it's about how we can sustain with this 103 for the long or something. So there is a lot of discussion on the mailing list. And from there, Tomohiro already updated the proposal. And this is the final proposal he will be presenting, and we'll have discussion on that. Tomohiro.
Thank you, Chair. Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Tomohiro Fujisaki, and here I propose Prop 116, Prohibit to transfer IPv4 address in the final /8 block. And the biggest motivation I propose this item is I found that some address blocks under the 103/8 was transferred to the outside the APNIC. I believe that final /8 block should be used within the APNIC region, so I draft this policy. Anyway, let me start. Okay, this is the problem statement. As Tuan presented in the last session, there are a lot of transfers of IPv4 address blocks from 103/8, not only within the APNIC region, but also to the outside the APNIC region. And also, the number of transfer from 103/8 block is about over 200. And which is about 12% of the total transfer. And this graph shows the number of transfers in /8 block in the APNIC region. As you can see, transfers in the 103 final /8 block is much higher than the other /8 block. Okay. And also, based on the transfer statistics provided by the George APNIC Secretariat at the Policy SIG mailing list, the number of transfers increasing year by year. Okay, this graph shows the station. As you can see, the number of transfers with the M&A transfer and also the market transfer are increasing year by year. And also, this point is also shared by the Tuan, but actually some 103 block is transferred within the 1 year of distribution, and also some organizations have many 103 address block. So I think this is a very big problem, and it is quite likely that many number of /103/8 block are being used for the transfer purpose. And this is not this situation is conflict with the original concept of the use of final /8 block, which we discussed under the proposal Prop 62. And this is the objective of policy change. And I believe that if we prohibit the transfer under the /8 block, our distribution is consistent from the original purpose. Okay, and this slide shows the situation in other RIRs. And LIFE NCC has been discussing to prohibit transfer under the final state block, like us. And you can see, from this URL in more detail about this proposal, but this proposal, looking down the final state policy, they propose to prohibit the transfer in the final state address block. And this is the proposed policy solution. I would like to prohibit transfer IPv4 address under the final state block. And if the address holder do not need that block anymore, it should be returned to the APNIC to distribute to other organizations with the final /8 policy, not the recoverable, but to the with the final /8 policy. And in the M&A case, I propose that the merged organization can have up to /22, like other organizations. And if they have more address than /22, they should return to the APNIC. Okay, and this is the advantages and disadvantages of this proposal. And I believe that advantages is it makes 103/8 block available according to the original purpose. And also IPv4 address block under the final /8 are not transferred to the outside the APNIC. And also by prohibiting the transfer, it is possible to keep the fairness 1/22 to each LIR state. And I believe no disadvantages of this proposal. And this is the impact on the APNIC and the LIRs. And of course, LIRs cannot transfer these blocks under the final /8, but no impact for them while they use it. And organizations which needs the more IPv4 address can still use the transfer policy outside of this address block. Okay, this is final summary, and I propose to prohibit transfer IPv4 address under /8 address block. And in the case of transfers due to M&A, merged organizations have up to /22. And with this policy, distribution from the 103/8 block, which is the final /8 block, will be consistent with its original purpose. Distribution for new entrants to this industry, and also fair distribution 1/22 per LIR. Okay, this is end one presentation. Thank you so much. Any questions or comments or advice?
Thank you, Tomohiro. So we heard from Tomohiro about the policy, and if you feel like that you agree with Tomohiro with this policy, or you need some modification, or you disagree with it, you can actually comment on it, and I will open the floor for all the audience here, and also to the remote participants that please jump to the mic and say your feedback. I think there's some remote feedback, please.
Guang Liang Pen from APNIC Secretary. I'm not going to say support or not support this proposal. I just want to clarify one point in the policy document at the moment, which will be impact to the discussion for this policy and implementation as well. According to the policy, IPv4 policy 6.1, they're saying since Friday, 15 April 2011, each APNIC account holders is only eligible to receive IPv4 address delegations totaling a maximum /22 from the APNIC 103/8 IPv4 address pool. On Tuesday, 27 May 2014, each APNIC account holder become eligible to receive additional delegation up to a maximum of /22 address space from the APNIC LUN 103/8 IPv4 address pool. So the question is, if a member requests a pool from APNIC, and later the membership closed it, should that /22 return to the 103/A pool, the file/A pool, or return to the LUN 103/A pool? In the beginning, we try to return them to the 103/A pool, but there's one sentence in 6.11 say, address space returned to APNIC or allocated to APNIC from the IANA recovered IPv4 pool will be added to the LUN 103/A IPv4 address pool. So it seems not very clear that 103 space should keep it in the file/A pool, 103 pool, or should those returned 103 space put into the recover pool. So I want to clarify this point before, because otherwise it will be very hard to monitor those 103 space, right? How do you see in the public this 103 space will be continued transfer or transfer to other region if they consider as recover pool after return? And in my opinion, it would be better to keep that as 103 file/A pool. Any space in that 103 file/A should be keep it, like a return to the pool. Then it will be easy for the public to monitor how those space movement.
Okay, thank you for your question. And yes, currently I assume that 103 block returned to the APNIC. APNIC should be in the 103 block, not the recovered pool. Yeah. I should, yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So next question, please. This side.
Thank you. My name is Chris Tassett. I'm speaking strictly on my own behalf. And I guess my concern is that an outright prohibition seems excessive for the situation if there is a good mechanism to make sure that transfers are bona fides and are subject to proper requirements, that is a better way of dealing with this rather than a prohibition and forcing people to go back to APNIC when all they're entitled to is a fixed amount now. If somebody can make a case for use of resources, it seems to me it's just making the market more efficient and allowing people who need it to be able to get the resources, and those who have excess resources to provide them. And it seems that can actually alleviate what might otherwise be hardship situations in a case where the maximum amount you can get is predetermined under allocation policy. So I would encourage you to consider if there is a requirement to beef up the transfer policy to solve the problem perhaps that way instead of through an outright prohibition. Thank you.
Alain Durand from ICANN, speaking on my own behalf. I'm neither for or against, but I would like to relate this to the discussion we had yesterday on who is accuracy. And we have seen some anecdotal evidence that all around the world, not just APNIC, all around the world, when some policies are too strict, we see people being creative to go around using either letter of authorizations, private contracts, and leasing, and all kind of things. So the question to you is a policy like this one that tried to impose some constraints on transfers, is it going to impact the accuracy of a WIS database?
Yeah, I personally think that even if Yeah, I personally think that the address, registered address should be sorry, correct me. It's okay. I personally think the address block registered still managed and responsible by the original registrant. So as a whole, not so big impact to the current accuracy, I believe. Okay, so
Yeah. And then it brings to question of a definition of accuracy.
yeah,
If you say that that has been registered to address recipient, and then that address recipient has made some private contract with somebody else, if you say that this is accurate, then I will agree with you that there is no impact. If you say that the accuracy is defined by the actual person that is using the block, that may or may not be no impact. So what is your definition of accuracy in that case?
so in that sense, I believe that my definition of accuracy is who responsible for that address block. Maybe that includes who pays the fee for the address block and also maybe who uses the address block. But I think, yeah, if the responsible organization is clearly defined, it's okay. That because they are the contact point of the address block.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
And next question, please.
Luhan from LaRousse Cloud Service. I like the intent of this policy, which the last /22 should be reserved for newcomers and for the V6 transition purposes, but I do not support this policy for the very same reason as what Alan just said. It's will going to impact the WHOIS accuracy in which, because practically, APNIC as a registration service organization, it does not have any enforcing powers to stop people giving their allocate or assign their addresses to another organization. Whether it goes through transfer or simply goes through an assignment, which was Alan mentioned as a private contract, that is perfectly fitting the current policy, and there's no way we can control them. And when there's a transfer, there will be a clear documentation, which I believe will lead a better WHOIS accuracy. When there is a private contract, when I'm making an assignment, I have a choice by very definition of APNIC policy that I can choose not to disclose my customer information. So public will have no idea who actually using that piece of space. Thank you very much.
Adam, you want to comment something?
Thank you, Simon. Adam Gosling from APNIC. I just wanted to make a policy point. I'm sorry to kind of distract from the core discussion here, but in response to something Guang Liang said earlier, it's not very often that Guang Liang and I will disagree, and it's in relation to pool management, so I guess he's the expert. But from a policy point of view, I need to point out that if we start putting the 103s back into the final /8 pool, we will eventually get to a point where that is empty and no one under current policy will be allowed to access the recovered pool. So we might be 2 years away from that, but we will need to start planning.
Thanks, Adam.
Good morning, Andrea Cima, Rep
But sorry, 1 second.
Yeah.
I think that's a question to the author, not? So can I ask what's the intention of the author about that point?
From the services session yesterday, we were discussing what should happen to the 103s, and in relation to this proposal, the impact is if we put 103s into the recovered pool, returned 103s to the recovered pool, it becomes very difficult to track if they might be transferred. And so somebody who has a recovered 103 that they were delegated from the recovered pool, they would not be allowed to transfer it, whereas someone who got a different prefix from the recovered pool would be allowed to transfer it. So it's quite an issue in the implementation of this proposal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, then my question is, yes, in that case, this proposal doesn't mention about anything that return space should go to which pool?
No.
Final/8 or return pool. So what is the intention of the authors?
Yeah, actually, in that sense, I already stated that the returned address should be in the final/8 pool, not the recovered pool. Yep.
Is it clear your point?
He's mentioning probably that
Yes, I think the Secretariat is looking for more input from the community about where returned 103s should be, because currently we're putting them in the recovered pool, which would be very complicated if this policy went ahead. And Tomohiro is saying he thinks they should go in, but I think we need other speakers to reinforce that before we would make a change, although Guangliang is very keen to do it. Does that...
But can you clarify which is the preference of from Secretariat point of view?
I think it's easier to manage, as Guangliang said in his first statement. But as always, we'll do what the community says.
No, you please say more clearly. What is your preference from Secretariat point of view?
Secretariat is operational. Sorry to disturb. Aftab Siddiqui, Secretariat takes care of the operational issue. We shouldn't be asking what's their preference. That's my opinion. I'm going back in line now.
But if so, it doesn't make why you are saying comment in here.
I think let's not get into that debate actually. So this is a concern and this is a problem. So we let's listen from the other members what they say, and then we can come to decisions. So I think I should move to the next speaker in this side.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrea Cima from the RIPE NCC. Just attaching to what was just said, we don't have a recovered pool and a last/8 pool. We have just one pool. Everything that comes back is issued as last/8 policy. Apart from that, sorry, with regards to this policy proposal, we have a policy proposal which is identical at this moment in the RIPE region. Also to not allow transfers from address space which has been issued by the RIPE NCC after 14 September 2012, when we run out of the regular pool. So this will be discussed at the upcoming RIPE meeting, and the RIPE NCC is currently busy preparing an impact analysis of this policy. So you can see that there is quite a similar discussion going on in our region as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Aftab?
Yes, Aftab Siddiqui, Intelligo Networks. To start with, I don't support this policy at all. But why is there are multiple issues with that. First, I would like to clarify what Secretariat was trying to say. They were just trying to say that in the policy proposal, you have mentioned the recovered from the 103 pool, we put in the recovered pool of what we have today. If that is the intention of this proposal or not, I guess this is what they were asking, and we haven't got the clear answer for that. But anyway, the thing is, we need to understand why we are doing this. The best answer to that would be, we want to stop people getting more than what they require or more than what they deserve from the last/8. But that makes APNIC, it gives an opportunity to APNIC to become the policer or the policing rights. They don't have that right, right? APNIC shouldn't become something like that. You can't stop people doing something bad. It will happen if you ask them to do that. It's going to happen in merger and acquisition. We are okay with that. Only /22 will be allowed. Then they will come up with something else. This is what I responded on the email list, and this is what I'm saying here. Please let it go. Just let it go. Leave it as it is. IPv4 will finish, and that's it. And we will all implement V6. Thank you.
Thanks, Aftab.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Zhenyu from CINIC. We CINIC understand why the proposal was raised, and we agree with the proposal's motivation. However, after discussing this proposal with our members before the meeting, most of them show big concerns about this. Here are two representative feedbacks from them. Firstly, under the final/A policy, the new members can only apply maximum /22 IPv4 address from final/A poll. They can't apply bigger IPv4 block like the old members before the final/A policy. They think it's unfair to some extent for them. Regarding the transfer, they claim to have the equal rights, as same as the older members. Actually, there is no difference between final/A address and other earlier IPv4 address in use. IP is just IP. Secondly, address no longer in use is just one of the reasons of transfer. There are many other reasons, such as business or corporations, which will lead to transfer. This proposal will seriously affect their normal business. Given that there are big concerns about this proposal, and the proposal has been discussed for only 1 month among part of community members, so we recommend to consider this proposal more carefully. We need a longer period and wider discussion among members. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your input. And I cannot agree with your opinion, but the final chat, as you said, is fair to the all LIR. And so from that point, I cannot agree. Your statement, just comment from me,
George?
George Adaji from APNIC. I've got a remote participant online, Jahangir Hussain, saying he thinks he supports it. He has 2 points. One, consistent with its original purpose for distribution for new entrants to the industry. And the point 2 being increase the growth of IPv6 deployment, but APNIC community can transfer other pools except final/8. That's all.
Thank you.
Any more comments from anyone? So you got a mixed opinion that from the floor that some are really optimistic about the IPv6 and let it go. No more discussion of IPv4 pieces. And some also expressed big concern about that if we can use it a bit cautiously with the proposal. And Secretariat also mentioned one issue that if this /103, if somebody return it to APNIC, then it should go to the recovered pool, or then actually again a problem in distributing the IP address because it is restricted. So there's a few issues. So if there is no any more comments or suggestions or opinion, should I go for a consensus? I think it's about raising your voice, and this time we planned for that we'll have consensus using confer primarily. So before going to confer, I just check that if all of us actually using confer and we can express our opinion via confer. Can we raise our hand that are we ready with confer? I don't see any hand. So those who are not ready with confer, please raise your hand. Okay, so it seems that, and probably it seems that nobody, many of us not raising hand in both the occasions, so probably we are not aware about confer. So I think we will go by raising your hand here, and the remote participant, you have no options but using Confer. And from here, you can also use Confer and raise your hand. So we'll check both here. So my first question to you that, are you all agree in supporting this proposal? If you strongly support this proposal, please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see 5 hands. Thank you. So now, please raise your hand. You strongly oppose this proposal, that you don't want to want any proposal on this, and let APNICs go as Aftab was mentioning. Can you please raise your hand? Those who are not supporting this proposal at all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's kind of 6, 7. So there is a mixed opinion. Those who think that we can actually have a proposal on this and discussion, and with some modification, some improvement suggested by some of the participants here. So if you think that we need to discuss on this, but the proposal should be a little bit modified, or we can have a revised proposal in this meeting and we can discuss in the mailing list. So please raise your hand if you want to have it further discussion on this proposal in next meeting. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we can see that there is support from all 3 options, but in the Confer, let's look at the Confer, what is the result here. The percentage-wise, I cannot see it from here. Strongly support. There is 7 opinion, and I can see that strongly oppose is red, and strongly support in dark green, and there is a support and need further discussion. So again, most of the people actually is saying that no need for further discussion. So I think, and as long as there is a mixed opinion, so I think we can discuss, and opinions pretty close. So let's not close it down here. We can have further discussion, and if proposer want to revise this proposal once again, and we can go for it. But I think there's 2 comments still pending, so let's listen to them first, then we can decide on it.
Aftab Siddiqui, Intelligent Networks. I'm happy to support the proposal if the proposer is willing to add that Prop 105 will be scrapped and nobody will get any /22 from the recovered pool, and everything will go back to the /8. And the minimum requirement to transfer should be increased from 12 months to 24 months, right? And merger and acquisition, only /22, I agree with that, but then put it back, whatever you recover from that, put it back in the /8, not in the recovered pool. Just get rid of the recovered pool. Thank you.
Thank you, Aftab.
Okay, thank you. Let us discuss about that. Thank you.
Good morning, Bertrand Charrier from New Caledonia. I was just about to say roughly what Aftab just said, and add another thing is for merger and acquisition. If I was to buy an ISP that's been in business for a while and got a /22 from the last /8, I would expect to be able to get all his IP address space with the merge. So might be add an exception on a per case basis. I know it's going to be more work for the APNIC staff, but when you're selling a company, you're selling all the assets of the company, and having an address space is part of that asset. So it had values to the company. So I understand that you will have, and from what I've heard, it's been the case already, fake companies that request /22, and after a while, they sell themselves to others just to make money out of it. So that's the purpose of this policy, but it has to be, we have to be able to acquire older company or real company and get all their address space back in with the new company formed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You got a few suggestions to modify the proposal, and I think those are very important actually. That is one option. We can actually increase the whole time from 1 year to 2 years. That might lead some people not. Yeah, Adam.
Thank you, Simon. Just in response to something that AFTAB said about the requirement to hold addresses for 12 months, change that to 24 months. I think that's what you were saying. Yes. I just wanted to point out that the current 12-month holding requirement is an operational decision by the Secretariat. It's not in the policy. In fact, you could probably instruct us here informally to move it to 24 months if you wanted to, but generally I think it would be nice to see that in policy so that there was no question about it. So the community might want to consider that as a policy for the future.
Thank you, Adam. Aftab?
Aftab Siddiqui, Intelligo Networks. The reason why I'm suggesting increasing it to 24 policy and put it in the policy is we need to understand, once again, why we are doing this. We want to discourage people who are doing business out of it, right? So making it difficult. So if you force them that you cannot do it for next 24 months, it doesn't make sense for them. What they are doing today is they are just registering fake companies. They are pretty legitimate companies, but that's why APNIC is providing them the resources, but then they are transferring the resources after 12 months. So if they have to wait for 24 months, and if they have to pay twice for the resource fees, then it doesn't make any sense for them, because I just did a quick calculation. It makes around, it will cost them around $7 per IP if they keep it for 24 months and then transfer it. And you can buy an IP in $8 or $9 business decision for such people. So just make it difficult in that way. Don't make it difficult in certain any other way. And I agree with the merger and acquisition suggestion my friend gave. So the thing is, it's if the proposer is willing to make those changes, I'm happy to discuss it further. Otherwise, I'll stay with my previous comment that let it go.
Thank you, Aftab. We'll take one more comment, actually, because we're running out of time.
Luan from LaRousse Cloud Service. I'd like to just comment to the last commenter about the pricing restrictions. And I'd like to say it is working if there is no economic incentive for people to doing such a thing, grab IP and sell it. But it's come to another question is, how much is enough? The IP price today might be $8 or $9, but it can be $20 tomorrow. Are we going to keep our changing on policy based on the market price to prevent people transfer them? I mean, it's not a feasible policy operation. It's not the way we should make a policy just based on the current economic incentives, because there are always economic incentives, and that should be, because the last /22, it should be a cheap and affordable way for new market entrants. So they should be cheaper than the market price. So that's what's the original intent of the policy anyway. So I think my suggestion to the proposer is we leave the thing as it is. There will be abusers, as long as there's within a degree of scope which we can tolerate with. The who is accuracy and the freedom of and the efficiency of the market is more important in the sense. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, thank you so much for your valuable comment and valuable suggestions. And I believe there are many people support the original intention of this proposal, not their solution, the proposed solution. So I would like to revise this proposal, and please join the discussion on the mailing list. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tomohiro. So we have got some good suggestions to update the proposal, and let's continue discussion in the further meeting. Thank you, Tomohiro. But but in the meantime, I would love to see that we will be focused more on deployment 6. So even though we will be discussing the proposal next meeting, we hope that it will not have that importance in the near future. Thank you very much. So now let's move to our next agenda. That is the our next is a joint cooperation NIR policy session. So there is some proposal from Masato Yamanishi, SIG chair, to revise the eligible voters of chair election and chair's term. And I will request the other two chairs from Cooperation SIG and NIR SIG to come to the dais so that we can have a discussion on the policy proposal. It's not a policy proposal, rather the election procedures. Dr. Govind. So now I'd like Mr. Masato Yamanishi to come and discuss this proposal.
Hi everyone. So this time I'm not chair. So I'd like to propose revising eligible voters of chair election as well as chair's term. So actually, as I just said, this proposal consists of two parts. So let me explain problem statement and proposing solution for first part, then go to second part. Okay, so actually we have two slides about problem statement. Then this one is about eligible voters. So in current SIG guideline, actually we have no rule or guideline about eligible voters in SIG chair election. So actually, in practice, we don't have any check when asking voting. So today, I have a small trick actually. You know, I'm a little bit different from other participants. You are aware of it? You know it? You find it? Yes, I'm not wearing name tag from this morning. And nobody care about it. That's current practice, okay? So even though we will have, how can I say, people who have not yet joined this community in this room, nobody ask, who are they? So that's current practice. Then also, it is not clear whether remote participants have voting rights for SIG chair election. Then it's not a good thing, but current practices are different in each election. One time, we included remote participants to election, but after that, we didn't invite them. So we need to set clear policy and enforce practice based on that policy. And also, since we don't have any clear rule about eligible voters, so actually current process can be used by fraud. So for example, somebody can hijack the position of chair against the community's opinion by inviting several people who never attended the community discussion ever. So that's the problem statement. And objectives is, of course, preventing confusions about remote participants and also mitigating possible fraud in SIG chair election. Then in other regions, actually, I spent several slides about this part. So firstly, in LACNIC, actually nominees must be LACNIC members or supported by LACNIC members. And it says voting takes place electronically. So I guess remote participants have voting right as well. I guess so. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then only person who subscribed to the policy mailing list can cast a vote. So that's one condition for eligible voters. Then interesting thing of LACNIC is even after voting, they ask consensus again about election outcome. That's a very interesting step, I think. Then also another important thing is this process is a part of PDP. So it's only applied to Policy SIG. That's pretty significant difference between APNIC and actually with other regions. In here, election process is defined in SIG guideline. So it will be, it is applied to all SIGs, not only Policy SIG. But actually in other region, it seems Policy SIG has unique election process. Okay, then let me go to live NCC. So obviously it is only for, it is an election process only for address policy working group because this process is discussed over APWG mailing list. So in live, self-nominees are allowed, and those present at the APWG session, either in person or remotely, select a chair by consensus. So it means two things. First thing is, even though remote participants have a right to express their view. And the second point is, it's not election, it's consensus. Okay. Then, if no consensus can be reached, live NCC staff will conduct a secret ballot. So, election is a last resort when people cannot reach consensus about next year. Then, as I already mentioned, in RIPE, also in RIPE, other working group may have different chair election process. Then in APNIC, nominee should be should decide in the APNIC service region. That's a condition for the nominee. And they should not be a staff member of APNIC or other RIL. Then it sounds basically it's based on nomination base, but self-nomination is still allowed if he or she is backed by at least 2 APNIC members. And voters must be registered for the meeting and be present physically in the meeting and reside in APNIC service region. They not be a staff member of APNIC or other RIL. So it means they have more condition for nominees as well as voters. Okay. Then at RIN, they have different structure because they have address council. So it is a process to choose address council members, not address council chair. So basically, candidates are nominated by RIN members, but still self-nomination is allowed, but I think it's very rare case. Then each nominee is asked to complete your questionnaire by NomCom. So it means NomCom will qualify each candidate. Then voting will be done by RA members. Then after choosing address council member, they vote each other, then elect a chair. So that's a process. So after considering this problem statement as well as situation in other region, I would like to propose limiting eligible voters of SIG chair election to only to registered participants in the meeting. So in this context, registered participants include remote participants. Then please note that it is slightly different from on-site voting condition for NRO LC election, which we are doing right now. So in on-site voting of NRO LC, actually, of course, registered participants to this meeting have a right for voting. However, participants of past meetings also have a right for voting. It sounds a little bit strange because it is on-site voting. So in this case, that person should be here. But it means that even though that person is in here, but he or she is not registered to this meeting. Isn't it a little bit strange situation? I think so. But anyway, for SIG chair election, I would like to propose limiting eligible voters for registered participants, including remote one. That's my proposal. Then advantage. So we can avoid confusion whether remote participant can cast vote for SIG chair election. And as second, we can mitigate flaws in SIG chair election. I'm not saying we are 100% safe or protected, but we can mitigate. Then disadvantage is, as I said, currently we are not checking whether people are actually registered to this meeting or not when getting into the meeting room. But APNIC staff may need to spend some additional time to confirm whether each voter is registered participant or not. So that's the disadvantage of this proposal. And to resource holders, I don't think there is direct impact. So that's first part of this proposal. And let me go to second part. Second part is a chair's term of service. Then currently, SIG guideline says elections occur yearly, and chair elections and co-chair elections occur in alternative years. So it means chair's term and co-chair's term should be staggered. However, in several cases, both elections were held at the same meeting. For example, when a current co-chair, for example, chair, let's assume current chair decide to, oh no, it's not, we don't need to assume that, sorry. So, for example is when a current co-chair stands for the position of chair, then current co-chair is elected to the chair. It means we should have both of chair election and co-chair election in the same meeting. So at that time, chairs and co-chairs term are not staggered, and more worse. After that, in many cases, both elections occur in the same year continuously. So after that, chairs and co-chair elections, co-chairs term are not staggered anymore. So originally, I proposed to have both elections at the same time, But I got some feedback from the mailing list, which says, from continuity perspective, these two terms should be staggered. So I revised my policy. Now, I revised my policy, but let me explain about that in later. Then, in addition, there's no condition for the successor's term if current chair or co-chair resigned or was removed in the middle of the term. So current practice is giving 2 years for successors in such case. But it's not defined either in SIG guideline nor any other policy. So I think we should set some condition for such case. Yep. Then objective of this policy change is making sure chairs and co-chairs terms are staggered even in several cases. It always staggered. Also resolving unclearness of the successor's term when current chair or co-chair resigned or was removed in the middle of the term. Then about this point, other regions are doing like this. In APNIC, term of service is 2 years, and their terms are staggered. But there is no specific rule for successor's term after resignation or removal case. And in LIPE, it's same as APNIC, and APNIC is also same as these two RIL. But ALIN, even though they have different structure, first of all, their service of term of 3 years. Then they elect 5 of 15 members in each year. So it means their terms are staggered, but beyond 3 years. Then they have specific rule for vacated position. It says if one of positions is vacated in the middle of the term, the successor will serve only for its remaining term. So it's same as my proposal. Okay. So I would like to propose revising SIG chair's term of service as follows. So first bullet point is same as current SIG guideline. It says just chair elections and co-chair elections occur in alternative years. So it means terms are staggered. However, I would like to propose add second and third point, which says, second one says if current chair or co-chair resign or was removed, the successor's term should be remaining term of current one. Then another point is if chair election and co-chair election happen in same year from other reasons. So for example, current, I think some of chair and co-chair have same term right now. So in such case, next time we will have chair and co-chair election in same time. Then in such case, co-chair's term should be 1 year as chairs and co-chairs term of service are staggered. Then advantage of this proposal is we can make sure terms are staggered, and also we can resolve unclearness of the successor's term. Then I could not find any disadvantage for this proposal. Then there's no direct impact. So summary. So I would like to propose two things. First one is limiting eligible voters for registered participants only, but including remote participants. And secondly, revising SIG chair's term of service by setting another condition about successor's term if current position is vacated in the middle of their term, or from some reason, co-chair and co-chair election occur same time, same year. In such case, co-chair's term should be limited to 1 year. That's my proposal.
Thank you, Masato, So you can see that there is two parts actually in this proposal. First one is that the eligibility of the voters who should vote for the SIG election. And second part is that on the terms of chair and co-chair. So before going to the audience, Dr. Govinda Shamna, do you have any comments on that, or we can go for? Thank you very much. So I'll now open the floor. So if you have any comments, suggestions on the success proposal from Masato. Yes, Tomohiro-san, go ahead.
Yeah, Tomohiro Fujisaki from NTT. I have 2 points about the voters. And about the registered participants, the registering confa is so easy. So I should restrict more. For example, correct me if I'm wrong, recently IETF, to remotely participate to the IETF, they need to fill their registration form same as the paid on-site person. So if possible, such kind of restriction is better. And the second point is about the person. So you said that registered people, including remote participation, can vote. But I think to prevent to join just one time to their conference, so it's better to set the criteria, something like that. The person who joins the APNIC meeting one time or something like that. Currently, as you say, the NC election, that is our condition, but that should be the and condition. Okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
so my comment for your comment is, I just wrote to the mailing list, we also need to make sure our openness, even when electing chairs. That's my understanding. And as I said, registering is not so difficult. It's very easy. But big difference compared to current situation or practice is, by requesting registration, we can have more information who has voting right for each election. So right now, we don't have any information who has voting right for this election and who voted. So even if somebody asks, okay, I have a concern about this election, some voters are, how can I say, by gathered by unpreferable way, something like that. We cannot confirm whether they are gathered by such way or not, because we don't have any information who voted for NIR SIG election. Do you have any information who voted for that election? No, we don't. We are not sure who voted, and we are not sure whether they are a community member or not. So that's why but I don't prefer adding more condition, because we still need to keep our openness. Okay, that's answer for your first point. And for second point, what was the second point?
Yeah, just to restrict the voter to who
now
can
now.
join. Yeah.
So let me ask by question to your comment. What is the reason why we need to exclude newcomer?
Okay. Yeah.
I think
I'm not sure.
I think it's let's consider the comments and response short, so many other people in the queue. I'll request Radha Sharia to
Chair of India. In regards to, Masato, your second point, that the registered participant include the remote participants, I have a suggestion that we will not be able to control the remote participants who are the eligible or who are not eligible, because remotely anybody can be able to register and can participate into the voting. In here, my suggestion is that only the persons who are attending the SIG policy meeting should be able to cast their vote for the SIG chair election. But at the same time, if I see the statistics right now of this meeting, out of I think 4,500 members of APNIC, hardly 150 or 200 are present over here, because some of the members are double in the number. 150 people deciding the fate of 4,500 people is not acceptable. What I suggest is that all the members should get the opportunity of voting through online in the SIG chair election, because this is the matter of policy. This is not the matter of any other thing. And all the members should have got equal right to participate into the election. And into the mailing list, I was going through that only the APNIC members should get the participation. I strongly object that. Reason, this is the matter of community, and every member is entitled to discuss about any proposal or any policy.
Thank you, Rajesh.
So, Rajesh, I think your point is we should not exclude remote participants because we have more person outside of this room, right? That's your point.
No, my point is we should exclude the remote participant, and we should only include the participants who are present in person. But at the same time, what I am saying, we should include all the members of the APNIC to cast their vote for any policy issue.
Thank you, Rajesh. We got your point. Izumi, can you?
Sorry, let me say one comment. But in my understanding, at least policy discussion is not member-based. That's person-based. So that's why I didn't include membership for this condition.
Izumi Okutani from JPNIC. In short, I agree with the earlier comment that Masato has made about restricting remote participation to members only. Because SIG is not for the members, it's for the community and the people who are interested in this topic. But at the same time, I do see merit in Rajesh's suggestion as a way to address the concern which was raised by Tomohiro, that if you just allow any remote participant and register, for example, if I'm really, really desperate to get the chair position, especially with the current condition that the chair actually gets paid, I can actually spread, this email to my friends and everybody who know, please register and then vote for me. This can happen. So that's why I actually like Tomohiro's suggestion that at least make it a requirement that, for example, in the past, 5 APNIC meetings, at least one meeting this person has attended physically to make sure that people are not like trolling or just, spreading to register to win their own vote. So I think that would be one way to address that, make sure that people who vote are the people who actually have participated and know how things are in the community. And regarding your early question, so why are we blocking new participants? Regarding comments to the policy proposals, I think everybody should be open to share their views and input, and we shouldn't block new participants. Electing a new chair is a little bit different. So I think people should be responsible in making sure who the chair for the community actually has the ability, and the person who votes actually knows how the SIG is run. So at least being physically present in one meeting, that actually would address my point. So I support the idea of adding a condition that we can accommodate remote participation if this participant has attended at least one APNIC meeting in the past, whether it's like any APNIC meetings or just restrict to recent ones that might be open for further discussions.
But it's only for chair election, right?
Yeah, correct.
Got it.
And I've actually made quite a bit of comments, so I'll go back to the queue, but I do have one more comment, so I'll go back to the queue.
Thank you. Adam?
Thank you, Simon. I just want to repeat that the Secretariat doesn't have a vested interest in this. This is a community decision. I'd like to speak as an individual, though, not as a representative of the Secretariat. One thing that occurred to me from something Masato said before, we don't know who voted. And it occurs to me that we had an election yesterday that was quite close, and we counted the number of hands in the room, and we declared a winner. AJ could come up to the mic in the AMM and say, I counted the number of people in the number of votes in the room, and I believe that I won. The Secretariat made an error, you miscounted. At that point, it would be my word against his, and it would be very uncomfortable for me to say, sorry AJ, you're lying. I counted, you got 29, Shyam got 33. And I think this is not covered by this proposal, but I think it's something that I personally would prefer to see tightened up in some way, that there is some kind of audit.
Sorry, your point is a little bit different.
Yes.
Certainly, we can make sure, by checking video, we can make sure number of...
And unfortunately, some people put their hand up like this, some people put their hand up like that, and it's not clear. I've looked at other elections, and it's very hard. I've looked at consensus calls and such. It's very hard to really see how many people...
but my point is not counting. My point is we are not sure who were there.
Yes, I'm making a separate point. Sorry, Masato. And as I say, it's not covered by your proposal, but I would like the community to consider this going forward. We had quite a close election yesterday. It may get closer in the future. And so if we're looking at these procedures, not right now, but maybe next meeting, if we could consider a different approach.
Thank you.
I think, yeah. You go first. You were studying for a long time.
Bertrand Charrier, MLS. Well, Izumi has said almost everything I wanted to say, but I wanted to add one thing. Maybe for the voters to be on the mailing list as well, so they know who they're voting for and what they're voting for, so they're more involved in the policy system. And as for point 2, it might be easier to actually put a third person so that everybody can rotate.
Yeah, I agree. Not only registered participants, it might not be enough, certainly, sure.
I think allow the senior members studying for a long time, please.
I'm very grateful for your sharp eye, Simon. Akinori Maimura from APNIC. Yes, I like your idea to enable the local remote participant to the vote to the chair positions election. Then I'm curious, while I am curious if to register the remote participants or more strict registration to the confer. So if that kind of the implementation it's possible, then I like this idea. So and then another idea for sure. I heard Rajesh Charya said that the very limited number of the APNIC committee in the comparison with the total membership base is something really not really legitimate thing, but it is actually shared by a lot of decision making of the APNIC. For example, for the EC election, in comparison with the total voting count of which the entire APNIC membership hold, the casted vote is really limited. But it's such a world we need to live with. So It's a bit different. But instead of pointing this, I would suggest using the my APNIC is an alternative choice to even it is which is applicable for even for the SIG chair's election, because for example the NRNC election we allow the my APNIC voting for the NREC election, and then that's actually facilitate the participation for those who are not available, not able to participate in the APNIC conferences in person. Thank you very much.
Thank you. After?
So after Siddiqui in Telugu Networks, I would like to come in for the second point as first, that I support that that part of the proposal. As far as the first part is concerned, I'm not sure what we are trying to fix. I don't see anything is broken. First, I would like to know what's the problem we are trying to fix. He said, the proposer said that anyone can hijack the process. I would like to know if it was done in past, which we are afraid it will happen again. So I would like to know that. And we are talking about putting some limitations on the voters. We are not talking about anything about the nominees. That person can be a newcomer attending very first APNIC event and can be elected as a chair if all the voters, after all these restrictions, wants to elect him or her. So today we are talking about restricting the voters. Tomorrow we will talk about restricting the nominees. And day after that, today we are talking about who voted. Tomorrow we will talk about what was their intentions. Come on, where are we going? I don't see any brokenness here. Don't try to fix if it's not broken, please.
Oh, let me answer first for your question. As I wrote on the mailing list, I know at least 2 frauds was done in first 5 years. I don't want to open detail, but I'm really afraid they were fraud. Of course, the definition of fraud is not so clear, but in my understanding, they were fraud.
Thanks, Mr. Izumi.
Thank you. I think before I go into the details of certain criteria, I think at the very bottom line, it's really important that, no matter how we design the process and how detailed criteria we come up with, there's always a way for people to try to abuse the process if they want. So I just want to emphasize that all these discussions are relevant, and I think it's still important that we have a way to ensure that whoever votes would be a legitimate person and someone who has interest in the SIG. But at the same time, we probably don't try to over-design it and more encourage the good spirit of the community, that they do the fair thing in the voting, and that they would not try to abuse the process. And spread this kind of awareness is equally important as trying to get the details of the process to make sure that there's no loophole in it. So that's my first general comment. Having said that, my concern about simply allowing remote participation probably is not enough, so that still needs to be addressed. And I also want to add one more point, that this does not need to go into the criteria, but it would be good to have a general, spirit, that it would be good to have good balance across different economies in the chair position, so that we are able to hear make sure that different perspectives are represented. So this does not need to be put into criteria as such, but something that people keep in mind would be really nice. Thanks.
Oh, then let me say one counter comment about last part. You mentioned about balance between economies, right? Then I think that point may be different in each SIG. So in Policy SIG, as I said, Policy SIG is person by person based, not country based. But NIR have some such meaning. So I think we may need to have different election process for each SIG. But of course, I didn't include it in this proposal, but that's my thought about that.
May I
please
comment on that, or okay?
Brief and concrete.
Yes. In essence, I agree. And basically, the SIG chairs, or co-chairs, they are representing individuals, so they're not representing economy. So that's why I'm not suggesting that it should be put as criteria. But something to keep in mind is a possible element of consideration. That's all I'm saying.
Thanks, Izumi. Please.
Craig Ng, APNIC General Counsel. As APNIC staff, of course, I take no position in this discussion. I am, however, very glad that you are having this discussion. The APNIC community are the stewards of the internet community in this region. We have a very important role to play, particularly at the conclusion of the US government's oversight. We now assume stewardship of the internet in our region. We make decisions that affect all the internet users in this region. So whatever decisions are made needs to have legitimacy. Whatever election processes that take place in this economy needs to reflect the will and intent of the community. So any attempts to interfere with a free and fair election, I think, is totally unacceptable. I totally agree with what Izumi has mentioned, which is that the intention has to be that it reflects the will of the community, however that is defined. And of course, there is always a way, as a lawyer, there's always a loophole. But I would strongly encourage the community in full openness to not exploit loopholes and to be proper stewards of this region to reflect the intent of the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your comments. George?
Hi, I've got Jahangir Hussain, who's the remote participant. He's suggesting, can we add registered participants of the current APNIC meeting to be eligible for voting remotely?
Thank you. Aftab? Oh, okay.
Thank you, Aftab. Masato, I'm just repeating your action replay what we see today into the games. You have acted, if we have voted like this, or we have voted like this. Into the election, what you are saying that you are asking the ND that you are not able to recognize who has voted. Only the persons who are participating into the conference with this official valid badge is voting for that. And it is the duty of the Secretariat to ensure that nobody should be entering the room without this badge.
Oh, but by that play, I just showed what is current practice. And current practice is based on SIG guideline, because SIG guideline doesn't set any condition for eligible voters.
That should be the condition. I really agree that only the persons who are voting into any SIG chair election should be having the official badge so that they should be able to participate and can see. The limitation of new and old should not be there because new is more enthused rather than the old.
That's why I'm proposing to set this condition.
In regards to Mr. Akinori-san, I'm really thankful. When we are doing the online election through My APNIC, why not this same should be available to all the members to participate into nominating or getting elected the SIG chair? And this should be available to the attendee who are attending in person and also the members who can do the voting online through My APNIC. Third, I 100% agree with Aftab, what he has spoken, and you have responded that you are able to find 2 frauds in past. Can I able to ask you in which year? And if it was in past, why this was not raised till date and all of the sudden it is coming for the discussion now?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to open details because what
then
I'm
in
saying...
that case, Masato,
Masato,
you should not have referred that in past you have found 2 frauds which was not discussed in any meeting. It means indirectly or directly, it is the insult of the community on the past who were into the participation during that meeting and they were not able to identify that fraud.
Okay.
Rajesh, may I interfere actually that let's not go into that. It's an assumption, it may true, may not true, let's not go into that. What we want that from future, we want to see that because earlier we have seen in the policy SIG that we are shortage of candidate actually to go for the chair. That was the situation a few years back. But situation might change. And if everybody feels that we should have more transparent policy on that, I don't see any harm on that. So don't go for the past. Let's move it from here.
Sumon, I really appreciate that. We should not go into the past. We should talk of present and future. Why we are unnecessarily digging the past? Another thing.
Okay. Rajesh, I'm saying my point is, certainly I said there were some flaws, but my point is, problem is not flaws themselves. Problem is current process which allows such flaws. So that's why I don't want to discuss more details about flaws themselves. Okay.
But we should avoid.
What we should do is we should fix this process.
I agree, but we should avoid to refer the past fraud if you are feeling that it was fraud.
Okay, but I already asked several questions. Certainly, we have such flaws in past or not. So that's why I answered, we have.
Okay, let's not go into that debate. I think we're running out of time. Okay. I'll take questions.
One more, one small. Izumi has rightly pointed out about the distributed representation of the economy. I have moved this proposal in Gold Coast in 2008 or 2010, I'm not exactly remember. I personally have moved this proposal and it was dropped saying this is the matter of community and there is no economy representation for anything into the APNIC. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh. Safsav, quick comments?
Aftab Siddiqui in Telugu Networks. I would 101% agree with Izumi. For me, there is only one guideline, and that is in the spirit of the community. And that's it. And if this proposal is based on an allegation that something happened in the past, I don't support it at all. If there is a reason why we want to fix it because of something in the past, again, I don't support it. We shouldn't be talking about that at all. Thank you.
Thanks, Aftab. Azizi.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's Azizi, the APNIC fellow. I agree with Aftab and Izumi, what they said, and that was what I wanted to say here, but I would just want to add something to that. We are fellows. We are here. We know APNIC for the last 1 week properly, and we know the policy making of APNIC for just 2 days, most probably 1.5 days. We are not into that much of how these all things work. We are just now getting it. So it's good that we are having the rights of votes, but I'll go with that comment that they had that we are having, APNIC is having 4,500 members. That online voting system, that must be worked on and that must get more transparent. And we must emphasize, APNIC must emphasize on its members that they must vote. So as much as we have the members' information, they are having more practical knowledge and that relationship with APNIC. So there will be more, transparency will be more, and those cases that we are now discussing about that frauds or any other things that has been just discussed. So we might be able to mitigate that. So that's my opinion, and yeah, fellows, here we know something, so my vote can go just a number. So based on what I select, that chair or co-chair, I think even I have some knowledge. I just heard their plans and all those things that they had said that 2 speakers. So based on that, I can go for that, but that can be just a number. But on the basis that APNIC is looking for that chair, I think members are the proper and real people who can select the proper person through a transparent way that APNIC can find that way. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sanjay?
Yes, since there's a mention about the APNIC, voting and so on, so I might just want, as a background information, that it is APNIC Secretariat's intention to create a login for everyone, not necessarily a member, but also community members, to be able to use APNIC service, for example, to register to training, to come to APNIC meetings and so on. So basically, a unified user ID that APNIC has that covers both members as well as the community members, and maybe that can be used in the future for voting or whatever that is needed. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sanjay, for the support.
Simon, let me say one comment about voting from members. In my understanding, it is special interest group. So our PDP process should be run based on each individual base, not members base. That's my understanding and my expectation. Then certainly policy should be confirmed or ratified by members. But we already have that process by asking consensus in AMM. So we should separate that part with SIG special interest group, I think. And also, like I just said, we have 4,500 members. It is true. But how many participants in this community right now we are? It's just 20 or 30. So if we include APNIC members to voting, it means we will ignore community view. That's my understanding. So even though some people are suggesting to include members for SIG chair election, I never include that to my proposal. If you want, you propose by yourself.
Thank you, Masato. I think it's not only about SIG chair, but also the 2 other SIG election policy also attached with it. So I will ask Dr. Govind to talk about his point, his comments, anything about this election process.
Thank you, Shumi. Yeah, I heard many comments right now from the various members here from the APNIC. And what I feel is that whether we can decide about these things like in this kind of thing in a way, I don't know whether in government circles they appoint some kind of committees to set the things rather than just going to the overview of each point and then deciding whether we will go for a voting here for decide about these issues of remote participation versus the online participation or the community participation. There are differing views I am finding here. So those kind of things one has to work out and see whether community, whether larger community or your specific community who are participating physically here should be there. So these are all little bit debatable items, what I feel. So I do not know whether we can, what way we need to proceed in this kind of situation, because I was the chair, because this is also the SIG chairs are the policy SIG, the NIR SIG and the cooperation SIG. The nature of these 3 SIGs are quite different. One is more technical, 2 are more technical than the third one. So how does the community react to these kind of voting patterns? That also need to be seen. That's my view is.
even I don't think there is any issues so far ever found in the SIG chair election. So I don't know why we are actually trying to fix at this point. Even if somebody says on a community-based term should be fixed, I don't think ever we have come across with other APNIC elections or any elections we have ever decided. Remember in 2010 in Gold Coast, this was proposed but was not agreed by any of the community members. So I don't know, at this point, this discussion or anything to be fixed, like Aftab has said, no idea on why it is required at this point. So I think the community to decide.
Excuse me. I think we need to consider about conflict of interest. So even though chairs are saying their comment, is it allowed? That's why I proposed this by myself, because as I said in previous meeting, I'm going out. So I have no conflict of interest for chair election at all.
Gaurav,
hi, this is
last comment probably. Oh, we're really running out of time, so please be brief.
Gaurav from Limelight Networks, not wearing any hats of chairs. Actually I'm answering to both Sam and Aftab. The only one issue that I have seen become a bit critical from my time as the SIG chair was when both the chair and the co-chair term ends at the same time, or there is that confusion about what is the remaining term of the services, and so we have been in a situation where both the chair and co-chair are completely new. And that is probably one thing that I would like to see addressed, is the proposal to have the nominated or elected new chair or co-chair to only serve the remaining term of the service of the previous chair, so that the cycle and the term remains in staggered form. I think that one is becoming a bit of a critical issue. Other than that, the other things I don't really have to add on. But that one particular issue probably becomes bothersome when we have 2 or 3 new chairs and co-chairs all coming on at the same time and not having any continuity. So on that one, I think that is a valid reason to discuss this, even if to just change that so that we know exactly when a chair term ends and the co-chair term ends and starts. Right? We don't know, when did he get elected? 2 years ago. Let's not go into that. That makes it really, confusing. Thank you.
Thank you, Aftab.
Yes, Aftab Siddiqui in Telugu Networks. I have only one hat, that's what I'm wearing. So I would agree with Gaurav, and that's what I said initially. I like the second point. We can discuss about it, and I think we can go ahead and make the changes if the proposer is willing to go ahead with that one only. And the other comment I would like to make, that even you have stepped out of the chair as a policy SIG, you haven't resigned, you're still a co-chair, you're still a chair. So it gives the same power to all the chairs sitting on the table to suggest something, right? They're not saying that they don't like it or not. They were just commenting as a member of the community.
No.
Well, that's your opinion. I have the right to say my opinion as well. So
let me clarify that. Since I said I'm running out, I have no conflict of interest for future election. But the other chairs are not. They may run to future elections. So that's why I said we need to consider conflict of interest.
Yeah, last question for the session.
Yeah, just the last word. The SIG chair is just a master of ceremony. It has no real power. So what's the point? But the second point should be further discussed, I think.
Oh, no. Actually, you can ask that question to previous chairs. In our PDP, chair need to decide community reach to consensus or not. And it's always very tough decision. Not always. In many cases, it is very tough decision. So in that meaning, chair has big responsibility. Oh, it's same.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, for example, if I saw 2 or 3 opposition, I can decide whether they are major opposition or minor opposition. That's the power. You don't think so?
Thanks, Masato. I think we are already running out of time. So I just like to sum up that there's a 2 part of the proposal. One is about the eligibility criteria of the voters. And second part, actually, the term of the chair and co-chair when it ends. So what I find from the discussion that the second part, there is much of agreement. But first part, there is a lot of different opinions, and some supported online voting, some supported members-based voting only, some supported, it's a community-based thing, so anybody should able to vote. Questions also raised that actually not everyone is really interested in the policy. It's a very few people, those who are attending this meeting or probably present or remotely. So there is a many different opinion on that. I think it's very difficult to come up to a conclusion, but still, I like to go for your opinion in the consensus. So you can do it by confer or raising your hand here. So first, I like to ask the questions that, and I'll divide in 2 parts actually, that first part and the second part. In the first part, there's eligibility criteria. How many of you strongly supporting?
Simon, yeah. Can I ask one more thing? Oh, to be honest, I don't think we can reach consensus for first part. So can you ask one more question about first part, whether community thinks we need to fix or improve current election process or not? Is it okay?
I can repeat, I can follow you actually.
Yeah, so whether people think current election process, especially, let me limit the question. Current eligible voters should be defined more precisely or leave it as it is.
Got it. Aftab Siddiqui, Intelligent Networks. I'm afraid the proposer is acting like a chair, and when the acting chair at the moment was trying to get the consensus from the community, I think that's the position of the chair, and it should be like this.
I think let's not debate on that actually. So he's the proposer, he's the chair. So let's go to the first question that I think Masato asked. That's also very reasonable that to get a direct question to all of you that do you feel that we need some kind of modification in the eligibility criteria of the voter? So if you support it, please raise your hand. Yeah, we can see some support for that, and but yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Adam, you're counting? Oh, okay, just to measure actually. Yeah, then the other, please raise down your hand. And next question is that those who are actually don't feel that we need any change in this eligibility criteria. Okay. Thank you. So you can see a mixed opinion, and let's go to the policy proposal. So I think it automatically answers the first question of the first part actually, that do you want to need change in the eligibility criteria in the policy? That the first part of the master proposal. So I think in the discussion, a lot of suggestions come. There is some concern about that. We can change, but a lot of people still feel that we don't need to change it. So if you go to the second part of the proposal, that regarding the terms of the chair, why we see sometimes that sometimes both chair is outgoing and there is a area that we find that there is nobody for chair, co-chair. So in that part, actually, those who are supporting this Masato's proposal, that are you supporting this proposal for chair and co-chair terms? Am I clear, or can I repeat again? Yeah, right. So people, okay, fine. There is nobody's, very few hands, and if we, but I think Izumi there is a point that, actually, what she's saying that the question I have asked that are you supporting this proposal? She said, is it without modified or as it is the proposal in the you're supporting? So I'll go to the motivation question later on. So let's, those who are opposing really, we don't need to discuss about the terms of Policy SIG proposal. Okay, I got the answer. So now, those who think that we should have further discussion and we should find out a way to set the terms for the Policy SIG chairs, that how long they will be there and when there will be election. So do you need further discussion on that? Yes. Okay, I think we reached the consensus in this matter that we need further discussion on that. So what I think that we should continue discussion on this matter, because there is some concern and we should I think Masato can come up with new proposal, but some other from you, if you think that you have a better idea to solve this issue, or we can make it better even, if you don't feel even that there is a problem, but for future we can do some modification in the process and procedure, we can go for it. I think if you do not disagree with that, I think we can end this part of the discussion here. Okay, thank you very much, Masato. Thanks for your proposal, and I think we can continue discussion in the mailing list, and you can come up with a revised proposal in the next meeting, or somebody else can also come up with some new proposal as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So that ends the policy session. But we have something more to say, because you know that NRO election voting is going on, and I would request the election chair to say a few words about it.